Welcome to the YHS Course Request and Graduation Requirements presentation. My name is Michelle Cooper. I am a counselor at the high school for students last names A through K in grades 10 through 12. This presentation is tailored for current YHS students in grades 9 through 11. All of the dates and information in this presentation apply to those students currently enrolled at YHS. A tailored presentation for current 8th graders will be available in early March. During this presentation, you'll be provided with the information on the following: graduation requirements, choosing classes, course request process, and tips for high school success.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Belcher. I'm one of the school counselors and have students with the last names L through Z in grades 10 through 12. The course request window opens February 16th during the Tiger Day lesson and stays open through March 18th at 8 a.m. During the window, students may go back and edit their course request as many times as they need after they have clicked submit. The most recent submission when the window closes will be considered their final submission. The students have access to this presentation in the module form in their Tiger Day Canvas course. Resources mentioned in this presentation are likely linked in the module for your convenience. You may wish to ask your student to pull up their Tiger Day course to show you the different links.
The Indiana Department of Education and Yorktown High School have specific requirements which need to be satisfied in order to be eligible to graduate with a diploma. Here is the Indiana Department of Education's diploma outline. So you can see here that students need to take and earn 8 credits of English during the time that they're in high school. That basically translates to 2 credits per year, so English 9, 10, 11, 12, and so on. For math, students need to take and earn Algebra 1, Geometry, and Algebra 2 credits, and be enrolled in math each year that they're in high school. Science, students need to earn 6 total credits. 2 need to be in biology, 2 need to come from either chemistry, physics, or integrated chemistry and physics, and then 2 additional of any science course. Social studies, students must earn 6 credits. 2 must be in U.S. history, which is typically in junior year. 2 credits need to be earned in world history and civilization, which is typically freshman or sophomore year. 1 credit in U.S. government, which is typically senior year, and 1 credit in economics or global economics, which can be junior or senior year. 5 credits in directed electives, that would be world language, fine arts, or any career technical education course. 2 credits in physical education. PE1 counts as 1 credit, and then there are options for PE2, and I'll explain those in a minute. 1 credit for health and wellness. And then to round out the total amount of credits earned, you have to earn up to 46 credits. The state of Indiana requires 40. However, it allows for each individual school to assess additional credits earned if they feel that it's necessary for their students to earn what they need for the high school. So we have 46 credits at Yorktown High School for the Core 40 diploma. If students are interested in earning the academic honors diploma, and there's also technical honors, but most students who earn an honors diploma for Yorktown High School actually do the academic honors diploma. There are a couple of additional considerations. Students must complete everything I already mentioned with the Core 40. They do have to earn 2 additional math credits, so 2 credits beyond Algebra 2, and still remain enrolled in math every single year that they're in high school. Students must earn 6 to 8 credits in world language, 6 credits in 1 language, or if 2 languages are taken, then you can earn 2 years worth in each language for 4 credits in each of the 2 languages. Earning 2 fine arts credits, earning all credits that are required for the diploma at the C range, which can include a C minus or better. That's what will count toward the diploma. Anything earned below that that's needed for the diploma has to be retaken at some point in order to maintain academic honors eligible. Have a grade point average of at least the B better, which is a 3.0 on our grading scale, and then complete one of the following. Earn 4 credits in 2 or more AP courses and take the corresponding AP exams. Earn 6 verifiable transcripted college credits in dual credit courses from the approved dual credit list. These top 2, A and B, are what most of our students will take. So it basically equates to either 2 full year AP classes and their exams, or 1 year to 2 years of dual credit, depending on the dual credit course, that can earn 6 of those verifiable transcripted college credits, or a combination of the two. For more information about that, you can contact your child's counselor. So for the Academic Honors Diploma, I did need to mention that it is 47 credits that you need to earn. Now, there are 3 classes that Yorktown High School requires that students take that are above what the state of Indiana requires. Those three classes are Personal Finance, Preparing for College and Careers, which most students have taken in grade 8 if they were at Yorktown Middle School, and Speech. Seniors may opt to take Advanced Speech and Communication instead of Speech if they have not already earned their speech credit by the time they are a senior. Anyone who's already taken and earned credit for speech class may take Advanced Speech and Communication during their senior year if they choose to, but it's not required for graduation. How are credits earned? Like earning a point each semester, that your student gets at least a D- for the course, for the semester 1 grade, semester 2 grade, that would be earning a point, and that's a credit. Sometimes parents would like to know, how is GPA factored? A GPA is calculated by adding all of the numerical values derived from the semester letter grades and divided by the potential credits enrolled. YHS does use a 4.0 grading scale and weighted grade calculations for AP courses. For more information about this and a visual representation of our grading scale, please review the YHS Student Handbook. Additional requirements for graduation. Students in the class of 2022 are required to take and pass I-STEP grade 10 for graduation. Students in cohort 2023 and beyond, they must take graduation pathways. For information about graduation pathways, you can go to the Yorktown High School webpage, scroll down to where you see the announcements, and it would be course request, graduation requirements, and pathway info. You would click on the link here for graduation pathways, and it would bring up Ms. Brewer's presentation on graduation pathways. Choosing classes, some things to consider. So what do colleges say? What is rigor with reality? AP's honors and full year course commitment, what does that look like? A couple of cautions for choosing courses based on teacher preference, and then the PE flex options that I mentioned previously. Ongoing discussions among the major Indiana colleges and universities, combined with research about student success in college, shape our recommendation that all college-bound students take a rigorous schedule all 4 years of high school, which should include at least 4 years of English, 4 years of math, 3 years of science, unless you're interested in a STEM field, and then 4 years is recommended, 3 years of social studies, a minimum of 2 years of world language, but 3 is preferable. And senior year matters. Senior year is not the time to coast. We do recommend rigor with reality. What is that? A simple example would be if someone has little interest in a subject and the subject does not support their future chosen path, consider taking the non-honors or non-AP version of the course. A list of AP and dual credit offerings can be found in your student's Tiger Day module. Additionally, courses are noted as AP or dual credit in the course description guide. But basically, concentrating on what makes sense for what your chosen path will be, choose the more rigorous path in your career area. Students who choose AP or honors courses, or are placed in AP or honors courses, will remain in the chosen course for the entire course, unless they trigger the academic policy of removal. For example, if a student chooses to take chemistry honors, they will remain in the course for the entire year. To read the policy and learn how AP and honors are different, see the Enrichment Opportunities section of the course description guide. AP Potential can be used as a resource when looking for appropriate AP classes. Students may find their AP potential derived from their PSAT participation and score by accessing their College Board account. You may wish to review the YHS Designations of Academic Achievement system when planning the number of AP and or dual credit courses you wish to take. This information is located in the course description guide. Do not make course choices based on who teaches the course. And here's why. Teaching assignments get adjusted to meet staffing needs. Some adjustments are made just prior to the beginning of the school year. In addition, having one teacher during semester 1 will not guarantee that you will have that same teacher for semester 2. Please take a look at the information regarding PE Flex when you're making your physical education course selections. PE Flex means that all students must take PE 1. For the second credit of the required PE courses, students may take an elective PE or submit a PE Flex form. Forms are found in and should be returned to the counseling office. Basically, any student who participates in athletics at Yorktown High School or marching band can be eligible to fill out a PE Flex form. Importance of electives. If your student is having trouble choosing electives, consider balancing the schedule. If your student is taking core courses that are homework heavy, you may wish to choose electives that require very little homework commitment. This is about balance, balancing your schedule, balancing your life. Enrich your career exploration. So try to take electives that match future goals and can continue to help you understand what those areas are and stretch the career exploration. Cultivate interests and talents. If you do not know what your future goals are, consider taking electives that cultivate interests and talents that you maybe already have. A grade level specific list of electives can be found in the Tiger Day module for your convenience.
There are several tools that students can use to help them when choosing courses. To start with, your student knowing their future goals will help shape their course requests. Do they plan to go to college, a technical or trade school, the military, or straight into the workforce? Now is the time to be doing some research. If your student is uncertain, they can take some time to visit their Naviance account. All students have a Naviance account and work on many tasks within Naviance during Tiger Days. Here is an example of when a student logs into Naviance. This is what it will look like. This is their home screen. At the top there are several different tabs. One is self-discovery, where they can take different assessments, and once they take these assessments, it will match them with different careers that fit either their interests or their personality type or strengths after they take their assessment. They can do that at any time. We do some of these during the school year. We do probably about one of these each school year, starting in 6th grade through 12th grade. They can also search for different careers just by going up to the Careers tab and exploring different careers and career clusters. They can click on the Colleges tab and do different college searches. For example, there's the Supermatch tool where they can put in all different kinds of things, like, for example, they could put in what their current GPA is. They could say, I want to go to a college that's in Indiana, I want to go to a small school versus a large school, and things like that. Once they put those identifiers in there, then the Supermatch will show them the colleges that fit their criteria. They can also go over here to About Me, and there are all different kinds of things in here, but one thing we do every year with students is have them start their resume and then update it each year. So a student can access, all students should have created some sort of a resume by now, so they can click on that at any time and update that throughout their years here at Yorktown. So again, they have their Naviance account. They can log in and explore this at any time. We will do lessons, like I said, throughout their high school and actually starting in middle school now, different lessons in here. So that is one tool that is always available to them. There are also additional resources for college and career research available on the Yorktown High School School Counseling website under the College and Career Planning tab. Another tool that students can use is the course description guide. They can again find that on the Yorktown High School Counseling page under Academic Planning. This document is basically just what it sounds like. It has a list of every single course that we offer with a brief description of each course, and it'll also say in there what grade levels it is eligible for and the prerequisites for each course. So that is available to students, as well as once they log in or once they get into the course description guide, they can click on the What's New document, and that's right at the top of the course description guide. Basically, all that document says is what's changed from the previous year. Are there any new courses, or have some course names changed, for example? So that document is available each year. The next document that they could use is the student handbook. It also contains important information about academic policies, and it is also located on the Yorktown High School website. One document that we have students check quite often is the graduation progress document. And everybody has access to this. You as parents as well as the students have access to this document when they log into PowerSchool. You would first go to the PowerSchool website, log in, and then on the left-hand side there will be a button that looks like this graduation cap with a check mark, and it says graduation progress. When you click on your student's graduation progress document, oh, and just a reminder, in order to access this, you have to log into the actual website. You cannot be on the PowerSchool app. But once you get to the graduation progress button, you will open up a document that will be similar to this. We do have a couple different versions of this we're using for different grade levels, but it looks basically the same. Each of these boxes here, for example, English, they need to earn 8 credits. There are 8 boxes here to the right of English, and each box is 1 semester of a course. So for example, in 9th grade, this student would have earned 2 X'd out boxes because there's 2 semesters of 9th grade English, and then 2 semesters of 10th grade English and 11th grade English. So this example here would most likely look like what a senior is going to look like going into their senior year. They have 6 of their English credits checked off and 2 more to go. So this document is useful when students are picking courses for next year because obviously they can see what already has been X'd out and what still needs to be taken. Now, when students are looking at this document right now, courses that they're currently enrolled in right now won't be X'd out yet. We do not update these until after students have already earned these credits. So at the end of each semester, the counselors update these documents. So the X'd out box is only if they have already earned a credit for that course. Another thing to note, when you scroll down in your child's document, there is a counselor comment section at the bottom. We put all kinds of comments in there for various reasons. One example might be if your child is an academic honors student and let's say they earned a grade of less than a C- in one of their courses that count towards their diploma, they might need to retake that course for a grade of C- or better for academic honors. So we might make note of that down in the counselor comment section. But I would just say to keep an eye out on that section. We do put lots of different notes throughout the years. The last document I want to talk about that is a good tool for students to use is the 4-year plan document. Again, this document is located in PowerSchool for students to see. They log into their PowerSchool account and they can click on the button that says 4-year plan. All students made a 4-year plan with the counselors. In a recent Tiger Day, we went through courses with each grade level to discuss graduation requirements and elective options. If your student, for some reason, if the link did not work for them to click on their 4-year plan, it is likely that they could have maybe, the document actually lives in their Google Drive, so they may have not moved it over to the new Google Drive. But when we did meet with students, we encouraged them to make notes and write it down on a piece of paper, kind of old school, if their 4-year plan link did not work. Okay, so once your student has determined their courses, they are ready to actually request courses for next year. Reminder, your student has access to all this information and links in their Tiger Day module. They may refer back to any items in this module if they get stuck. So here is what your student should do next. Once they pick their classes, they're going to log into PowerSchool, and again, on the left-hand side, there's going to be a button that says Class Registration. They will click on that, and they will begin selecting their courses. I'm going to show you an example of what that will look like. So this example is actually for someone who's going to be an 11th grader. Each of these screens will look just a little bit different. For example, these different bars here might have some different wording, but overall the look of this is going to be the same. Students will need to select at least 10 courses in order to submit their course request. And so, for example, if a student is going to be an 11th grader, if they click on the Social Studies column, they can either pick U.S. History or AP U.S. History. So for this one, I'm going to pick regular U.S. History. Now I'm going to pick it twice because that is a full year-long course. So I need to have the first semester of it and the second semester of it scheduled. So that right there is already 2 credits. Just a reminder that they are not selecting their math and English courses. These courses will be assigned based on several data points. Math and English placement will be shared with current YHS students by April. Parents will be notified via mass email when the information has been shared with students. If you and your student disagree with your placement, you must follow the appeal or change of placement process, which will be explained to students and sent out to parents in that email. So as your student is going through this, they will pick their courses that they have written down either on that 4-year plan or made notes of. They're going to go through and pick their courses. You do not have to pick something in every section. So for example, all students need a maximum of 3 years of science, although they can take more if they want to, but nobody has to have any more than 3 years of science. So if they've already taken their 3 years of science and they do not want to take that this year, then they would just skip over the science section and not select anything for that subject. So as they go on through here, once you get more down towards the bottom, there are the full year elective classes and the single semester electives. You will only find the year-long electives under where it says full year elective. And when you are doing a full year elective, you're going to have to make sure you click on both the first semester and second semester. So for example, let's say I want to do advanced concert band. I need to go in there and click the first semester of it as well as the second semester of it. The single semester electives are just like what they say. They're only 1 semester, so you only have to click on one. You won't have to click on both semesters of that course. One important thing to remember is as you scroll on down, there is an alternates section. Please don't forget to select some alternates or have your students do that. If any of the chosen courses above did not fit into their schedule, an alternate course will be used. So if they do not list any alternates, then their counselor will likely choose a course for them. Sometimes there are electives or courses that are only offered once throughout the whole year, and sometimes those just don't fit into a student's schedule, and so that is what the alternates section is for. So it is very important to pick a few of those. As the student scrolls on down, there is a parental consent checkbox, which they do have to check before they're able to submit. So we highly encourage students to be showing you their course requests, and if they have not done so, I would encourage you to have them open up their PowerSchool account and open this up for you so you are able to double check and see what courses they have selected. You can't see this on my screen because I'm in just a preview, but once students have selected their courses, there is a submit button that will show up down here in the bottom right. Again, they have to have clicked at least 10 different credits at the top in order to actually submit their request, but once they have done that, they can submit. And just a reminder that students may go back and edit their request at any time during the course request window. They must click submit each time in order to save their edits. And the final time that they submit their edits before the course window closes will be their final submission. Okay, just a few tips for those who are either new to Yorktown High School or who are currently struggling. Come to school. Obviously, attendance is a huge factor in your child's success, so make sure they are coming to school. Attendance is a huge factor, not just for academic success, but also just for their social emotional well-being as well. Academic assistance, teachers are available by appointment before school as early as 7:30 during the week. Peer tutors are available during most ELCs. There are also additional resources for academic assistance on the YHS School Counseling page listed under Academic Assistance. Just a reminder, I think most of you already know this, but your student should plan to have at least 20 to 30 minutes of homework every night for each class they have during the day. And getting connected.
It is really important for students to be involved, whether it is athletics or joining some sort of extracurricular club. Getting connected obviously has benefits as far as feeling connected and a sense of belonging to the school, but there are also other benefits as well. It looks great on a college resume or job applications. That'll be some good things to add to your resume when you get to that point. But also for students in grades 10 and below, all of the students will have to meet the graduation pathways requirements. And I know we didn't go over very many specifics in this presentation, although we did discuss where the link is to find out more information about that. But one of the criteria for graduation pathways is to either have a work-based, service-based, or project-based learning experience. And definitely being in athletics or some of our different clubs can get you that service-based learning experience.
As a reminder, this presentation was tailored for current YHS students in grades 9 through 11. All of the dates and information in this presentation apply to those students currently enrolled at YHS. A tailored presentation for current 8th graders will be available in early March.
Just a reminder, the course request window opens February 16th during the Tiger Day lesson and stays open through March 18th at 8 a.m. During the window, students may go back and edit the request as many times as they need to after they have clicked submit. The most recent submission, when the window closes, will be considered their final submission. Just a reminder again that the students have access to this presentation in module form in their Tiger Day Canvas course. Resources mentioned in this presentation have been linked in the module for your convenience. You may wish to ask your students to pull up that module at any time. Thank you for joining us for this presentation.